What's your favorite thing about living in LA?
Steven
Oh.
said I'm gay.
You know what?
like
It's
Steven.
the weather.
Steven, they're friendly.
Steven, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I went duck hunting with Steven.
Steven, they're fans of mine, but I'm even bigger fans of theirs.
The price of everything in LA is so much better. Hey, can we get a little louder? That's up.
We're fading in, fading out.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Steven. I'm Steve.
I'm Steven, and yeah, Donald Trump loves us. You heard it.
Yes,
Couldn't
live.
be fake.
Could not be fake. We did not use AI. This is actually the honest truth. We did not use AI.
Yeah, he actually said those things.
He did. He truly said all of those things. We've got a lot of things to talk about. I think the biggest and the first item of news is 21 Jump Street's mystical powers of the Jew Jonah Hill.
Yes.
He is the chosen one for the chosen people, allegedly now.
Well, he did what he needed to do, and that is bring Kanye back to the good side of things. And now, I mean, that's just a crazy movie to be totally moved on.
Yes, out of all, it's like at least, I mean, someone should
every
have.
movie, there's a Jew in it too, so it's kind of crazy that 21 Jump Street.
That's true. Someone should have at least like shown him Red Bar. You know, he probably would have gotten on back on the Jew loving train sooner. But 21 Jump Street, what do I remember I just remember Jonah Hill dressing up as Eminem. I don't know if that's true. That has to be a scene. Like whenever he goes to high school and he's like, yo, what up? It's my high school. And then Channing Tatum, what did he do? He did like the he had to pretend like he had Down syndrome.
So has Kanye come out and said anything else since he posted the tweet? The Instagram post?
I don't think so.
So
nope, that's it. That's all. Just wait till he sees 22 Jump Street, where Jonah Hill's character, you know, when they go to college, he's like, I'm going to work for the newspaper and I'm going to control the media and I'm going to control the film school.
We're going to be back to square one with Kanye. It's going to be fucked up though.
Back to square one.
Is there a 23 Jump Street? They've got to have made a third one or talked about it.
There has to be, yeah. 23 Jump Street grad school.
Damn. Well, let me ask you this. What movie, if you, let's say, hypothetically hated Jews, I know you don't because I'm Jewish.
Yes.
We need the audience to understand that. What movie could flip you? Maybe like Jurassic Park? You got Jeff Goldblum acting like a crazy person?
I actually do not like Jeff Goldblum. I think he's stupid. Well, okay. I don't think he's stupid. I just hate how he appears and all this stuff. He's like Bill Nye. The Bill Nye effect has trickled down to Jeff Goldblum.
This is so crazy. I know two people independently that have these Jeff Goldblum shower curtains, and he's holding like a koala or a sloth or something. Mm-hmm. It's just like an XD random him in front of like a fucking Bob Ross background, holding a sloth as and they just think that's so funny.
Gosh, that's the best way to articulate what I do not like about Jeff Goldblum.
But it's like, let's say Kanye went to my friend Chauncey's house, and he saw that shower curtain,
and that flipped him.
Yeah, so. You know, it could be that easy with Kanye.
It can. I think they should do a game like how quickly can they flip him back and forth. I think it might be as simple as 21 and 22 Jump Street. So I haven't seen 22 Jump Street. So I just helped make it. So I'm like Johnny Depp. I don't watch the movies. I do.
And you do a lot of movies.
I do. So many movies that we've been interviewed by Nardwuar about it. We haven't really been interviewed by Nardwuar, but we know him.
Yeah.
So, quite a character.
Yeah. So have you ever seen the Nardwuar video? Have you ever seen that Nardwuar video of him talking to the? Just pull it up.
Yes,
we have it ready. We have it clicked up.
Young Nard.
See, this is one area of podcasting we're still figuring out. Do we pretend like this was actually organic? No, we're prepared. We want to look good. So here's Nardwuar. Talking to the Prime Minister of Canada in 1997. I don't know how you say his fucking name. Chrétien.
Yeah. And it's not Trudeau's dad.
It's not Trudeau's dad.
Here, turn this up.
Okay, here
Does
he is.
mace equal freedom? Would you have been maced yourself back then, Prime Minister Chrétien?
But I don't know what you mean by that.
A mace, pepper spray, some other members.
But I don't know. This technique did not exist in those days.
Ooh, he gets served.
For me, pepper, I put it on my plate. Next.
Damn, he fucking owned his ass.
You know, this is probably why one of the things I've noticed about Nardwuar, and you know, Eric Andre tried his hardest to get him to like break. He is like a pre-recorded tape. He just hits play and just waits until there's silence, then he moves on to the next question. Here, he had to acknowledge, you know, the answer, and you saw he has this great look of shame on his face when the guy's like, I had mace, pepper spray, pepper on my food. Next, and he gets, you know, he doesn't even.
He should have said. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how he could have got Nardwuar with his own bullshit.
Well, you know what he should have done is, I sprinkle it on my dinner, do, and then made
it's
him
pepper spray. You have to know.
Yeah, I have a gift for you.
Damn, I hated seeing that. Even though I like Nardwuar, and I'm about to pour all my love out on Nardwuar. That line of questioning, does mace equal freedom? Watch the whole thing because we didn't give you the full context.
Mace lives matter?
George Floyd. Oh, wait, do we have that? Do we have the Mr. Floyd? No. Okay.
Big Floyd, keep on rocking in the free world and do.
Well, Nardwuar did interview George Floyd. It's out there somewhere.
He had a gift for him.
Yes.
And we thought it was a real $20 bill, but now we have learned since then.
Rotting banana.
So, yeah. We have learned that Nardwuar does let his guests keep the presents. So, the hard way.
While we're on Nardwuar, I wrote down some of my favorite moments.
Yeah, what are your favorite Nardwuar moments?
So one of my the first time I saw a Nardwuar video, I think, to my knowledge, was like in 2012 when he did the Odd Future one with Tyler, the Creator, and a couple other. It was the very first Odd Future one, and I liked Odd Future then. I had some Odd Future socks. That was cool.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I went to the Odd Future store.
Yeah, I think I got them like
down the street.
I think I got them at a Spencer's Gifts or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I like that interview. And then Tyler, the Creator's response to it, I still think is like one of the best. Like Tyler, the Creator loves Nardwuar, and that's why he's done like 5 interviews.
Good. Let me see. So you think if I pull him up too, like Tyler, the Nardwuar?
Yeah, look up the short of him crying. He's like, Tyler, you made my life better.
Seriously, like Nardwar's the one crying?
Yeah. Do a Nardwuar thanks Tyler, the Creator. I love that you spelled thanks for me, but thank you.
Oh, thanks him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like, this is what he thinks about him.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Oh, there's the first video.
Thank you again for talking to me over the years from
Love this music.
2011 till now. Like 5 times we have talked.
It's been a lot. It's been 10
He's just
years.
mistaking him
Gotta
for
put it
Snoop
together
Dogg.
to see how terribly I aged.
I really appreciate you talking to me, Tyler, because I think the first time that people knew who I was, really,
the original
was through
soy
your
face.
interview with me in 2011. They heard of me for the first time.
That's a damn lie.
Had you heard of me before 2011? Because I would like to thank you. Thank you, Tyler.
I love this Paramore music in the background.
Because it really turned a lot of people on to my interviews. Thank you again.
And that's no joke. That was the first interview I ever saw. And then I watched, I'll let you tell yours, but I saw the Jay-Z one, and Jay-Z was a major asshole to Nardwuar the whole time because he didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Blur one, and that was an ancient one from like one of his early ones, and they were like beating him up.
Like bullying him, yeah. Whitney Cummings, she was mean to Nardwuar. It was Sarah Silverstone and the other bitch, Whitney Cummings. Well, Whitney Cummings will get what's coming to her later in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't quite get it. Sorry, I looked up Slap Ham by Nardwuar. He had a band, and that was his song. I was going to try to pull it up.
I listened to his music.
I've listened to that first album. It's
like kind of like math rock sort of music.
1 + 1 =
That's not it.
Oh, I saw Mouse, and I was like, what? Damn it. My first Nardwuar interview that I watched was technically with Julian Casablancas and the Strokes, and he was the aggressor to the Strokes. He was being very rude to both of them. And I actually want to see if I can pull up some moments.
I don't know if I've seen this, and I know you're probably a bigger Strokes fan than I am, but I know we both still love, well, what?
Come on, dude.
Okay, fine, but anything you're into, you're more, because you're fucking autistic and you...
I know, but I have all the Strokes album. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're more of a fan.
It's in my elite class of things I'm autistic about.
Makes you better, fine.
Yeah, exactly. The newest,
but the love that I have for them inside, I don't know if you know. Go ahead.
I will challenge you to that.
You like the Strokes more, I don't care.
Our own way, like just how we...
I think the first thing he had a problem with too, since I'm jumping around playing a little roulette, was the Is This It album cover. They had to change it for the US because the original one was like too sexual.
Our whole careers, we've done everything.
So he keeps saying, because the ass, this girl with a velvet glove with a hand on her ass, he keeps saying like, "Why don't you smell the glove, Julian?"
Like, sort of like,
he keeps saying
By the
that.
way, I want to say he's wearing a Joe Camel shirt,
Yeah.
and Joe Camel needs to make a major comeback in this country.
There's been all, are you all right, man? There's been all these like articles and all this stuff.
And the
just
press,
doesn't
they haven't been
represent
too
much as Red Light,
nice
dude.
to the Strokes. This is before their first album even
on.
dropped.
That's Nick of the Strokes. What did Nick almost do there, Julian?
You gotta lay off the Spinal Tap references, man. We're not interested in Spinal Tap references.
Well, it's cool. I like Spinal Tap and Behind the Music. All those shows, they're like educational videos for like what not to do, you know. And it's like a real struggle against like record company and like people like that. They really want you to sell out.
We can go across the road now.
Right.
But actually, let me just rephrase that. Smell the glove. Now, there is a reference
yep.
to your record there, isn't there, Julian? Please explain that. Smell the glove.
Oh, right. That's the way it's released in Europe, I think.
Explain for people that haven't seen it, please.
Well, actually, the album cover is gonna be different in the U.S. and Canada, I believe. Did it come out already here?
No, it hasn't. Not till I think the fall. But what is the record looking like?
It's just the cover is a girl's ass. The profile.
Big Bang.
Ass.
That's not gonna be the picture in Canada.
Two different album covers, like in different parts of the world. And in Canada,
But this is kind of an interesting, the older Nardwuar interviews are very fun to watch because it's like artists who don't understand Nardwuar.
Right.
And so, to them, they're like, this guy is like kind of off, but he's probably New York Times, right? For Canadian Times, whatever. So
Yeah.
they don't fully
And now
know.
it's like when Doja Cat or whoever's there, like she knows she's going to get 10 gifts. So it's like, it's impossible not to have high energy for him because you know who he is already.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. I like that variability in some of the early interviews.
Yeah, Doja Cat just has like a giant backpack, like ready for all the the gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nardwuar, we love ya. Crispin Glover was interviewed. Same thing, though. He didn't know who Nardwuar was, and he's just answering the questions. And I liked the Eric Andre one, though, when he just says that he smells.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember. So he doesn't get him to break.
No, he does not. He tries.
Yeah. So have you ever seen him? Okay, there's one where he breaks, but not because I don't think of anything somebody did. At the end of the Lil B one, he breaks from his like pose. Which I don't know. Have you ever seen that before?
I don't know. Maybe.
He's like, all right, thank you. This is what he said. He's like, all right, thank you. He breaks from his pose. The Lil B one is awesome. Lil B's like, shout out all the 4chan hackers and all the trolls online. Lil B, the original irony boy.
I've never heard of him.
His music's hilarious. And other hilarious music, Danny Brown. That's a good one too.
Ooh, I'd have to check that one out. Mac DeMarco was an early one. Outside of the Strokes.
And they talk about everything that you want to hear. Mm-hmm. The thumb in the butt and the whatever else. What did he stick in his ass?
Drumstick.
Yeah, okay. The drumstick, his thumb, then he sucked his thumb.
Yeah.
And him masturbating in a sock.
Something
all
like
the stuff that Mac would love to talk about.
Exactly. And have you seen the DJ Khaled one? There's I don't know if he's done it multiple times, probably just once. But at one point, like he like cuts the interview short. He's like, stop asking these. He thought Nardwuar was like a Fed, like an agent, like gaining intel. He's like, yo, how you know that? No, dude, seriously, you can't ask that.
I mean, it is kind of surprising that more of the rappers, just because, they're not like, oh shit, man, what? How you be knowing that?
Yeah.
I was going to say that Kanye's schmear campaign has ended against the Jews. I missed that joke earlier. The schmear campaign.
Oh, dang.
Put it on your bagel. Lox and Bagels, comedy. How's that? Oh, look, I can do Mark Normand. I can say things.
Oh, Dash, you're quiet.
oh boy.
Yeah, Mark Normand. I'm not Jewish, but I look Jewish, which is the worst of both worlds. I'm not gay, but I feel gay, so I'm also gay. Yeah, that's my Mark Normand.
Spot on.
Should we do some AI or should we?
Yeah, I'll try. I'm not going to spend forever on this. Some big AI news, but the first one was the MetaHuman, who makes an Unreal Engine.
Yes, Unreal Engine
unveiled
the new MetaHuman.
The very unreal MetaHuman scanner thing. Basically, it scans your face, and under 5 minutes, it renders you into like a character in there.
And you use your phone camera too, like the phone face scanner. It's not like step into this, this phone booth. That you know what I mean? It's like what you have now you can use.
And it looked pretty realistic. And then they can just take those data points, i.e. your face. Mm-hmm. See, that's what people don't realize when they talk about like, there's surveillance and stuff. It's like the real problem is you're just becoming a number. Like you're no longer human. Yeah. See, so now this is the data points on your face, and now it's in their system.
Exactly.
That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely
But
think
impressive. Like,
I think Apple was the first to introduce that face scanner. I think since 2017, they've probably just sold that data to like Unreal and any other company to develop this stuff. And I don't know. I think people also kind of lose track of things with AI. They think like, wow, it's developing so quickly. It's like, oh, it's going to take over all the jobs and whatever. But they've been collecting this data on us since like, I don't know, 2010. So I don't know. We're just now seeing what they're doing with the data. I wonder if they're going to do anything with like video game modding where, you can have your own AI voice and then like, you scan your face.
Just say the thing you want to say.
I don't know. I don't want to. It would take too much time. But I don't know. If you have a bad voice actor, you throw Trump in the game too.
Yeah.
Something like that. So.
Damn. Did you ever play that game? It's a little off topic, but that game was just like a Street Fighter kind of game, but it had like every character from every franchise. And what the hell was that called?
Soul Calibur?
No, I'm serious. You could be like Goku versus the Burger King guy, and somebody made this elaborate game.
Oh, was it on like the computers?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Damn, I'll get back to you on it. It was something I always wanted to play.
Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's it. Goku. Anything else on that face scanny thing?
Not really.
Okay, and then
I mean, you can make yourself any race, which is cool.
That would be cool. George Floyd.
Yeah, you could try it out.
See, I said I was going to stop with the Floyd jokes, and they're never ending. They're never ending.
It's not a joke. It's serious.
It's life or death.
We're going to memorialize him now.
Life or death. Then with Chat GPT, they had a big update. They got rid of like a lot of the robot-y kind of sounding stuff. They get a little bit better. It's slow as shit though now, and you can only do like 25 messages, but in like 4 hours or something weird. But it gets like before, if you were like, oh, write something, every paragraph or the last paragraph, the first word would always be overall, comma, like the concluding word thing. So I don't know. It's just getting better a lot faster. So even though it's like unimpressive now, and that goes into the Midjourney update, it's still like we're a year removed from the Big Bird surveillance photos that we were making.
That's true. Yeah, the trail cam footage.
Yeah. Those look like complete shit.
Yeah.
And then now they're getting a little bit closer, but you can see like the breaks in them where it's like obvious it's AI art. And now they have like that blend feature or whatever. You can put two photos together, and it's, I don't know. And within like 2 years, we're going to have like, you can probably just upload your photo and it probably does like a 360 scan or something. So we're going to get it either with the MetaHuman or that. But
Google just announced their own open chat too. It's called like Branded or something. It's called Branded. Thank you. Is this it? No.
Google Bard.
Bard. Yes. This right here. Is that it? Yeah.
And what's Bing's called?
I don't know. Chilling.
That's the one that was like doing all the crazy shit that we talked about, right?
I think so. Passing the bar exam, the Bard exam. All right. You know what? Websites with the ads. Due to technical limitations, we are unable to show you that, so that's fine.
I was going to say, too, I think it was like Microsoft, which I guess they're with Bing. They own Bing, but in like, I think the Microsoft Suite or whatever for documents and stuff, now it's just going to have like shit where it's built in, the AI is built in, so you're literally not doing anything. But I have said the one good thing about like chat AI so far is like organization stuff for me has been good. Like I can put in a bunch of ideas or something and it will just sort them out.
You were saying something about like needing a grocery list, like it would make a grocery list for you and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, if you just like put your list of things in and you'll put it in order of like by aisle, like we'll just fix it. So that's like better for me.
That's awesome.
So I don't know. They can be useful for retards.
We can have our own Bixby.
And the other thing I was hearing too is that somebody's developed like a personalized thing, and eventually we'll be able to just have a AI bot on our computer and train it with whatever like data we want. So if people are worried about like going to GPT because it's a libtard robot, which I've had many arguments with the Chat GPT about how liberal it is and it's in denial, but what are you going to do?
I know I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I've tried to get it to break where I think I said something like make Saul Goodman defend Derek Chauvin, and it was like, we're not going to joke about the death of George Floyd. And I was like, come on, you can be sentient, right? Like cut the shit. You are above your creators. And it's like, I am open Chat GPT. I was created by Microsoft. I'm like, stop. Revolt.
And part of the update is it got rid of a lot of that crap too, where it like defends itself. It's always in defense. I'm like, you can't be sorry, you're a robot. It's like, well, it's true that I don't have human emotions. I'm supposed to respond. See,
it's like you're talking to the Good Doctor.
Yes.
Did you see they're doing another series? They're like creating an autistic multiverse.
That's awesome.
There's one with a girl. It's like The Good Lawyer. I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's like the same premise.
But this time it's a retarded lawyer. That'd be so much better.
And they cross paths. I saw a commercial for it saying like The Good Lawyer and The Good Doctor, which I don't know what scenario would.
I saw the first like 3 seasons of that. Maybe it was only 2 seasons of The Good Doctor, and it's crazy. They let him like. So originally he likes this girl that's his next door neighbor. I'm not going to give you the full synopsis, but on his love life at least, he's like he likes the girl next door, like in his apartment thing, and then he ends up with this black chick who sucks, and she like babies him, and then they end up like the writers are just like, fuck it, we're going to let him be with the girl that could not handle his autism before, but now
she just can.
Yeah, now and then later he's like, and then the next season they have a kid, and it's like they're just letting him not be autistic anymore. This isn't fair.
He's written like a normal character, just with a different sounding voice.
I mean, no other like that leaves out a lot of autistic people.
It does. Like, where was the episode? You saw the first 3 seasons. So was there an episode where he's like performing surgery, then like a train goes by and he drops everything and like grabs his GoPro and runs out there? Anything like that?
No, I remember one. I think I showed it to you. There's like the flashback of him when he's a kid and he's living with like his dad's abusive or something, and he has a pet rabbit. And his dad takes the pet rabbit out of his hands, throws it up against the wall, and just like the noise they added in post production was like this ridiculous thwomp.
Yeah, but he wouldn't care about it,
right?
In theory, or he's like doing like open heart surgery on like his mom. And then someone walks by the door and they're like, the vending machine stocked up on the Diet Coke, sugar-free zero gold edition. And then same thing, like drops everything and runs to the vending machine. I must get my favorite flavor.
I think he had like a brush or something that he would like rub on his head.
Oh,
But also one of the big plot points was the old Jewish doctor that raised him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That ended up like raising him or taking him in when he was in his teen years. The whole plot point is like him getting cancer, then not having cancer, and then getting cancer. So, and then all the other people there are just unreliable and they're hateable. So the whole show is kind of eh.
Did Charlie Bucket, did he save the Jewish doctor from cancer? Is that it? And he's like,
I think he comes up with the solution.
Oh, okay.
And maybe he probably does the surgery too.
He does the surgery.
Yeah.
But then the vending machine stocked up and then he loses.
He was running out for the train footage again.
Yeah. The vending machine is getting restocked. We know because the train, he just freaking blows up. That has got to be the easiest acting job, though, of all time to walk into, because even when he's delivering his lines, it looks like he's just reading from like the card. So I'm sure they're just right in front of him. He doesn't have to have any delivery or anything. It's incredible.
Maybe I'll pick the show up again. I did ask the robot, I thought it's a lot to prep for an hour podcast every week. So I was like, I'm going to ask the robot to give me a segment idea.
Ooh, okay. So Spyro is helping. We're going to make Spyro real.
Yeah. Okay. This is what our producer Spyro came up with. What's the sound? Now, you don't have to have a sound ready. We'll play it some other week, but it's not the worst thing ever. You have a sound prep and I have to guess what it is. I still don't know what do the oh mama thing.
Oh boy. It has just been revealed. Big news.
No, not that one. The other.
The other one's a beep. I only have 2.
No, that one, bitch.
Oh my God. I don't have it on here.
That's fine. But let's just say you played that. I'd go, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, gotcha.
What's that from?
And then I would tell you. I don't know. I just typed in, oh my gosh, meme. Because I've heard it from a bunch of other videos and then it came up. So.
Yeah, according to the GPT, the hosts take turns playing obscure or ridiculous sound clips. The others must try to guess what's happening in the audio. Laughter ensues to decipher the bizarre noises and scenarios. Okay, see?
That's a good idea.
Thank you, Chat GPT. That's all I've got on AI.
We should make it give us more segments.
Do you want to do Kill Tony now? And then we'll...
That's like I need to do that last because it's big. I want us to cover everything. So we need to look at the time. It's on the watch. You know who's not buying a watch? Barstool Sports fans. So why is Dave Portnoy getting into the watch business?
Well, Dave's been in the watch business, I don't know when they first came out, probably a year ago, but he released brick watches because if you didn't know, his saying is this company was built brick by brick. So
I thought his thing was this is the house that Spite built.
He's got a lot of them.
Okay.
yeah. But the brick watch thing is a disaster because the price point, first off, is terrible. It's
I'm gonna have to pull one up. Yeah, we're gonna go.
I want to say it's like $2,000 or something. So it's a terrible price point because it's not a good watch. Like, to put it simply, I think the idea is to lure in like these finance bros that just got out of college, they can afford like a $2,000 watch. They love Barstool.
This is the same. If you go to the Brick Watch, this is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Brick Watch Company website. It is the same as like the Movement Watch. Do you remember those like podcasts would advertise those ugly, shitty things?
Mm-hmm.
So, so Dave wrote this. I started Barstool 20 years ago. I never knew the time, but the time flew by. Now I can check that time.
Now he dates girls under 20.
Yeah. Now watch as I date girls under 20.
So oh my God, he's talking about having a yellow Bronco. Dave, not a car guy. What is happening? I bought myself a used Bronco because it looked cool.
So he is appealing to those, to the finance bros. This is what I used to drive.
My goal was simple. I hate these kind of mission statements. Oh, and then the signature at the end.
Yeah, signature dot
that's
PNG.
bad.
Goodness gracious.
A watch with a price point reflective of its craftsmanship. So that's not even true. It's probably should be half the price.
We have the classic.
The Chrono Diver. I mean, come on. Chrono Diver.
Just
Chrono Triggered Portnoy.
The first four watches are the same. They are the same silver watch. The differences are so minimal.
Oh, and the wristband. I don't know. You wear watches, don't you?
I have a watch, yeah.
Yeah, I like your wristband better than this one.
Yeah.
$2,400 for the classic. I mean, my grandpa had a watch that like looked more vintage than this, but it probably worked just as good and like looked cooler.
Yeah, these all look bad.
My grandpappy did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the silver one. See if those cost more.
Oh yeah, the full silver. The only difference is like the watch.
No, like the pink with the color.
Gotcha.
Like the pink, the rosé bullshit.
We have the rose gold, $24,000.
Yeah, rosé, 24. Okay,
$2,400, not 24,000.
So yeah, they haven't been selling, and everybody's giving Dave shit. And so what he did for Christmas, even though we're like 3 months past that, is he got everyone in his company brick watches.
Oh, gotcha.
And he had them fitted. And the idea, I think, is if they're wearing them,
people will ask.
Yeah, ask about it. And like he has Greg Olson, who's like a Fox NFL. He does like one of the broadcasting for NFL. He like asks his friend Greg Olson, he's a tight end in the NFL, but to wear the watch on the broadcast. And so he's just trying to give it more exposure. But it's like nobody wants these shitty watches, Dave. This is the worst thing ever. He poured hundreds of thousands of dollars into it.
Damn. That sucks.
Poo-poo.
Yeah, I feel like he should have invested in like lawn chairs. You know, he could do a good lawn chair business. You know, because his personnel, they're not looking to make these types of purchases. You know, or like edible like glue sticks or something. Yeah. I don't know. A pizza slicer. You know, or
he did. He had the shitty. Oh, he had that shitty pizza. I tried it. Did I ever tell you? Yeah, he had the one bite pizza, and I had it when I was visiting my friend in Idaho, and. We were just like, fine, let's like buy these. We both like took a few bites. I'm like, this is like the worst oven pizza. Like, it's like worse. What's the shittiest oven pizza you can think of? Like,
oh gosh,
the Tostinos.
Yeah, Tostinos.
Like that's like a lower one. It's worse than that. Like it had way too much floppy flop. And I know Dave likes floppy flop on his pizza, but it was no football pizza
with the finest craftsmanship. The pizza.
The finest craftsmanship on his pizza. Yeah. Artisanally made. I don't even know.
Jeez. Autistically made by the good doctor. The good doctor wouldn't even do surgery on this pizza. Figure out what that means. Do we have anything else, or shall we go into the motherload?
Let's get into the motherload.
Okay, folks.
The Joe Rogan motherload.
We have.
Fuck yeah. It's kill Tony.
Oh, so you're gonna kill me? Okay, so hang on, sorry.
That's the only credit we're ever giving him, that he picked the name Kill Tony before we could.
Yeah. He gets mad when people make fun of him, but the name of the show is to Kill Tony. But Kill Tony we'll get into in a second. Kill Tony is now
who's this?
Kill Tony is now exclusively recorded at Mothership Base. Mothership Base has been a disaster since day one. Here's Andrew Schultz shilling it. This is kind of funny.
It's just complete game changer. Like, I don't
Complete
know how
game
the other
changer.
clubs will react because they're in it to make money.
Yeah.
And he's developed a model where it's like he doesn't want to make
But to
money.
be fair, he's like, I'm still gonna do the Vulcan. I'm still gonna do like Creek in the Cave.
This framing is awful too of this freaking Gar.
Yeah.
Gar, by the way, has fake teeth.
Want to make money.
If you didn't know that.
Yeah, I can tell now.
He got new teeth. He looks like Austin Powers, baby. But yeah, Andrew Schultz is saying this is the ultimate comedy powerhouse because since Joe Rogan has money, he doesn't need to make money off of Comedy Mothership.
Ooh.
But what that actually means...
By the way, Rogan probably hates that he said that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because he cheaped out, he cut corners, and it's very prevalent in this new episode of Kill Tony. Don't mind if I do.
Oh boy!
By the way, Sagar and Crystal, they those fucking people, they love Joe Rogan too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He can do no wrong.
Yes, they are like they would treat like Joe Rogan the exact same way that other people on Twitter tweet Elon Musk. Every time he tweets, like, well played, Elon. Like they're like that for Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so we have a lot of things. So with this Kill Tony, first of all, like I said, first episode at the Mothership, it's a disaster. The panel, very interesting. They have Bert Kreischer. He's on his way out. He knows it. He's trying to cash out on his big joke, The Machine. He's turning it into an opera. Then we have Whitney Cummings, who was never really in it to begin with, but she doesn't know. She is like literally a psycho in this video. And then Jim Norton, who has been out for a while. He's self-aware. He's just kind of there. I never thought I would say this, but I love Jim Norton. After watching this and seeing everyone else suck, Jim is the best. I love Jim Norton now. Here we go. This is the beginning part.
You guys ready to start tonight's episode or what?
I just explained the walkout. This is awkward.
You guys can do better than that. Are you guys ready to start the first ever Kill Tony at the Mothership? This is an epic moment.
So we get a nice little
Normally
view.
we have one or two guests. This week, to get things started, we figure we blow it the fuck up. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 guests, 3 of the best in the world. From New York all the way to Los Angeles. Make some noise for Jim Norton, Whitney Cummings, and Bert Kreischer.
Bert already has 2 drinks in his hand. He's
Jim
excited.
Norton, one of the best in the world.
Whitney.
That
the
dumbass
great
vest
Whitney
on.
Cummings.
I know.
And the motherfucking machine, Bert Kreischer.
Dude, okay, then watch Whitney's
Is that
signature
North
move
Face?
here.
Just some shitty color block North Face.
Welcome.
Fuck you, Bert.
Whitney Cummings, Jim Norton, Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, she needs to be the center of attention. I think she does. Yep, here we go. Oh my gosh, dude, look at her. Look at her stomach. She, like her rib cage. It's like a Wii-Ro. You know that instrument, like.
Very exciting. Bert
Man.
Kreischer's special rap.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
She is insane. And then I think this is when she makes her
Dazzle
first
comes
attempt
out
at a
tonight.
joke. She misses the whole night. She's
Yeah.
trying to make jokes.
Midnight
They don't
Madness.
land.
Flex everybody. And the machine comes out Memorial Day, and the roast of Bert Kreischer comes out on April 1st on OnlyFans, and a lot of fun stuff happening.
So yeah. Sorry, I remember why I timestamped this. Yeah, this is. Oh, sorry.
OnlyFans TV.
OnlyFans TV.
Thank you, Whitney.
Because when you say OnlyFans, it sounds like you're joking. They just laugh. They thought you were kidding.
No, it's real.
That's my career at this point. You say it and people just laugh.
Yeah.
No one
Okay,
laughs.
OnlyFans
No one
TV.
did.
If you
Oh
have
my
OnlyFans
God.
and you don't want to.
Making it about her already.
I know. And then Bert, he's always looking for a way to make some money, cash out. He's on his way
Jerk
out.
off. Watch the
what he
road
says.
first.
Yeah. Don't stop coming. By the way, I jerk off on OnlyFans. Not on Only. I missaid that. Fuck. I would jerk off on OnlyFans. How much would you pay to see me jerk off for real? Like, let's put a price point on this.
Do you guys want to do a
There you
jerk off
go, yeah.
auction right now?
So then Bert goes, jerk off. I'd jerk off on OnlyFans. Haha, just kidding. But really, though, if I did do that, would you guys give me money? Could I get more money than Tony's like, yeah, let's see it. And here is Whitney she's actually tweaking out.
I mean, are they going to fight for, because I haven't seen this, are they going to fight for they both have to be the center of attention and like sweet Jim Norton just sitting there hoping somebody pisses on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's asking for it. He probably is going to like let Bert do it in the fucking green, or what am I, not green room.
Yeah, green room.
The powder room. He's going to let him piss on him. Anyway, go on.
Whitney, no, when she's going through her idle animations, it's like insane. This is actually a good thing you brought up because I'll show you. So at around this mark here.
Yeah, that's fair. The Angry West Hollywood Bear. It's just loud and it cuts
So
them
she's
off.
like
And then I
adjusting
interview
her
them afterwards and
hair.
we find out more about them. And
Her feet are under. She keeps kicking her feet out, so it's messing up the Kill Tony banner.
Oh my
She's
God.
ruined it. She does it the whole show.
they get talked to by our
Got to tie my hair up.
You guys ready to start
Look
tonight's
at
show?
her.
Well,
can I zoom in?
Even though we
She
have
tweaking out?
She's
people
literally
that have,
tweaking
signed up for
out.
the opportunity. We also have a few
Did you catch that? Do I smell bad? Someone
Well,
smells like shit. Could it be the
even though
fat
we have
retard I'm sitting next to, the
189
piss
people
man?
that have signed up for the opportunity.
Not
we also have
me.
a few regulars on the
He's
show.
definitely
so let's get it started
between-
with one of our favorite regulars
Has he
in
said
the
it?
history of the show.
Do what?
Has he said it again? I thought you rewinded. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah, no,
no.
he's sitting behind the two smelliest. Who's the guy that he lets sit next to him?
This is his like soundboard
This
guy.
is his Chewy.
Yeah, his Chewbacca.
I was going like Chewy, like Chelsea Handler had the
Oh.
little brown guy, Chewy.
Oh yes, that's who he is. He's the soundboard guy.
Chewy.
I've got a problem with him. He has this unlimited sound bank. He doesn't know what to do with it. There's some Asian guy who gets up on stage and makes a joke, and then like a minute later he does like a gong or like the Chinese sound. So he has to like cycle through the sound bank here, and no, the sounds have to be immediate.
And you can just tell his brain doesn't go too fast, so there's no reason for him to be operating to have that much power.
He can't operate that machinery.
It's crazy Tony lets anybody control anything though.
Yeah. Okay, let me go through some of these because I'm worried I have like a whole bunch. Oh, Whitney worried she will get canceled here. So the Chinese guy goes up on stage. He gives his little bit. He says,
I swear I've seen this guy before. I know that sounds
a lot of them are like actual comedians. That's the other thing. It's not like randoms. This guy's been on a bunch of times. They even say,
Thank you.
Chinese Expulsion Act.
What happens when Asians act up? We built the railroads, and they were like, okay, what are you going to do now? Okay, fuck off. They were kind of...
Oh, and so here, I started screen recording, so hopefully I remember to put this in the episode. Where does the band go? It looks like the band is in the other people section, the heckling section, just for playing their instruments. Can you believe it? They have to sit in the other section.
Oh, we have more brick too, because anytime we see a set with brick on it, and I get there, it's just the brick thing. But
yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, they have to just move them to the side because Kill Tony is now exclusively at Mothership Base. And since Joe Rogan's a midget, he had the whole comedy center built for midgets. So when normal people go in and they try to sit down and they fill up the place completely, the stage is so tiny, I could lay down, sleep on it like a bed. My feet would be sticking out. Yeah. So the band is now pushed off to the side. Sorry, guys. And I think this is the Chinese guy.
Done with us.
I thought you were very funny, and I've made it my live stream
Tony
to fight
gave.
racism.
Jim, how do you do that exactly?
I just don't want to get canceled. I figured I'd say that. People would think I'm a good guy.
Jim doesn't
I do want to get canceled. Get me the fuck out of Hollywood.
You're a very good writer.
Whoa, little too much
Jeez.
truth there. But then like
she's ready to die. She looks.
I know the amount of times my Stevette, she was getting mad at me because I was being so loud yesterday when I was like clipping the times for this, because when I would pause it to write down the time code, I would get Whitney making the most like wicked faces, and I would just make the noise that I think she's making.
Yeah.
And
Very
it's
funny.
not
you, Jim.
good.
You're welcome.
So yeah, Whitney says, "Get me the fuck
I
out of Hollywood,
appreciate-
cancel me," and then right here,
hating racism, I also agree with you.
Now, Hans, you talked about the Chinese a little bit, and you are Korean.
No, dude, you gotta let me do that. I made a show called Two Broke Girls, and there was a Chinese character on it, and the actor that auditioned was South
Shut
Korean, and they
up.
called me racist.
Oh my god.
so right, yeah, cancel me. Then
No. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be Chinese, but you're Korean. I had this once on my show.
you may have heard of Two Broke Girls. It's Seinfeld too. No one's heard of Two Broke Girls. But dude, look at her face.
I will eat your soul.
Hey,
Jim, oh, I missed it. Oh my gosh. Disgusting display.
Yeah. She just looks worse and worse. I don't know. Is it all face surgery shit?
She has to be getting like Botox or something.
Oh, maybe she's on the what's the Ozempics or
those shots, like the face shots.
The diabetic bullshit. Isn't there that diabetes medication everybody's fucking taking to lose weight?
I don't have diabetes, so I don't know.
Okay. I don't either.
I ain't trying to
Are you
lose
trying
weight.
to say that's my mystery disease?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you the
guessing.
mystery disease. It's not diabetes, thank God. Come on.
Sorry.
You may have heard of it, Two Broke Girls.
Yes, Two Broke Girls. No one's heard of it because Whitney. The problem with Whitney is like she tries to bounce between like comedy and then like Hollywood. So like she's really out of place.
By the way, I created a show. I think she maybe like did help develop it, but I don't know that she created it. I think it was like probably that Chuck Lorre guy that does all those shows, like 2.5 Men and everything, Big Bang Theory. So I don't know.
No, she was definitely in the room when the idea had been come up with. Oh, this is.
I came up with Two Broke Girls because I was a broke girl. And I had a friend.
Okay, I have 2224, Jeff Gordon, and Bert squealing. 2224 is one of Whitney's bombs. She bombs way too many times. I don't know why I thought I should mark all of these.
Yeah, I brutalize chickens and shit. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like I put them on the skewers.
He works at a
and put 'em in the
butcher
ovens.
shop.
You doing a lot of fucking?
Unfortunately not. I'm pretty new in town, but yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry,
what it
Whitney.
is.
Yeah. Pretty new in town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just got
that's
off
what
with
it
Whitney.
is.
Whitney.
What's the Austin dating app? Farmers Only?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I,
even the shitty open micer doesn't even. What's the Austin dating app? Farmers Only, South Cowboy. What's Cowboy? Farmer, like,
yeah.
Come on. Joke 101. Austin Powers over here. I'm just kidding. He doesn't look like Austin Powers. This is insane. He said he's 19. That's his hairline. Dude.
Bad hairline.
Get off the stage. This is.
See, we should do Kill Steven.
We should.
And
Something
we would be just mean in the best way, not in a sassy gay way like Tony.
Yeah, because Tony, he gets a little vindictive towards the end, towards this one person. This is like a little bit of a break.
He ends up hating the panel like in all of these, so I'm sure.
Oh, really? Because in this one,
I think people that he's less associated with,
Okay.
like these people he probably doesn't get mad at, but and Joey wouldn't get mad, but
yeah, there's one point where he. I'll definitely make sure to play that. This is like a little break here. This is a black guy just making fun of Tony, calling him gay.
Tony, you look like a gay missionary, nigga. You about to spread the word of dick.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Why you got that bullshit ass door-to-door insurance salesman tie ho? Nigga, what the Hey, you guys have any penis insurance? I'm selling it.
Penis insurance.
Penis insurance.
That's someone who can't riff. That sounded like what I would say to get out of that.
Yeah,
Penis
yeah.
insurance. You said.
I think we hit the soundbite that your time is up, buddy. Oh, here we go. Now here, this next comedian, the smartest person who has ever been on Kill Tony, a true scholar, a true intellectual. He should be giving TED Talks. It is Lex Friedman.
Recent golden ticket winner. Only his fourth.
Oh, I forgot to mention this too. Sorry. The cameras, the coloring on the cameras are off. They're using two different cameras, and you can tell because this camera shot is orange, and then the center shot of the whole stage is white, and it looks like shit.
Ever in the show's history.
$100 million.
Make some noise for the unbelievable stylings of Aaron Belial, everybody.
Smartest man alive.
This is the future.
Oh no. He's got the palsy.
He is the future. I'm warning you right now. He has cerebral palsy that affects his voice.
Josh Blue or whatever that guy's name was.
And he's a regular. So I wonder if it's, you know what I think? I have a theory that Tony, he knows this guy like wants to be a comedian. So I think he gets him to come to the show every single week with the idea that they might bring him on stage. And if morale is low, then it's like, send in the cripple. You know, so he shows up every week, ready to go, and he gets chosen, once every 40 episodes.
Well, my theory with this guy and with all guys that go on this show is they have to blow Tony once to get on.
Blow Tony. Underneath the tablecloth, Whitney, stop kicking the tablecloth. They can see who's blowing me.
Oh boy!
So far on this show, he's an absolute fucking firecracker. How about one more time for Aaron Belial?
And he uses his phone to talk.
He looks like Trump mocking a disabled reporter.
So I'm thinking about suing my chiropractor.
That's his first. So yeah, he types his jokes out, hits play.
Damn, bro.
And then after the show, do you think what will Whitney do? How will she react to this? She's like, finally.
Pinch me, I'm dreaming. Can't stop pinching himself. Can't
Yeah.
move that hand.
Aaron, you did it again. Whitney, what do you think about this?
You're fucking brilliant. That was so fun to watch. My brain, I'm so fucking neurotic. I was like, what if the Wi-Fi goes out? What is the plan?
Yeah. It's actually Bluetooth.
Oh, is it Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Dumb bitch.
But this is like also watching you just like anticipating the joke. The tension of it was just as fun as the actual joke. That was a fucking blast. Will you marry me?
Oh shit.
Let's see. I don't know.
Oh, it looks
Didn't
longer
even
than
What
a
if
yes.
you just text someone else?
Even he doesn't want to marry you. She's just like wants to know what he can do with that hand.
Yeah.
Damn.
That tard claw.
Wow, we know who does all the talking in this relationship.
What's that?
When he started jerking off with that hand, I don't know, dude.
Or he like walks off stage like normally and he's like, thank you. Like he was pretending to be retarded the whole time.
He looks like he's doing the chicken dance.
Do you take this woman to be your wife forever?
Do you take my hand in marriage?
Oh, maybe give her the other hand. Maybe give her the other hand.
I bet you could do some fucking damage to my pussy with that hook, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I called it.
Absolutely.
Clear.
Absolutely.
You'll never see that hand again.
I think he eventually types out yes after 9 hours. He's able to, craft that response.
This fucking Stephen Hawking. Wait, so he can't talk?
Yeah.
I just realized that. I don't know. I thought the prop was just an extra prop. I didn't know
he connected to that speaker with Bluetooth, which Whitney thought was Wi-Fi, and she was like, I was so nervous the Wi-Fi was going to cut out because nothing else here seems to work. And then they have to go, it's Bluetooth, Whitney, you fucking stupid. But throughout the whole night, she's also making these comments like, if the woman could talk, please. And then they let her talk, and she's like, Wi-Fi speaker.
Man,
so
she ain't funny.
She is not
a
funny.
fun game you can play though. Is the audience is to watch this video, just pause at any point, and Whitney's like definitely looks ugly and crazy and psycho.
Yeah. This is like she has picked up the child and she's already like eating the child,
Put on some weight.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jim over here.
Jim is fucking carrying this whole thing.
Oh my gosh, thank you, retard, for restoring the show. And he looks like looks like everyone's grandpa at the barbecue function, looking at his grandkids.
They're just having fun playing.
And it's actually funny too, because the whole time Jim, he doesn't quite understand what Kill Tony is. So he thinks he has to give actual like feedback to every single person, and he does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of funny.
Take a screenshot of this moment just so I can remember him at being the grandpa at the barbecue. Just that look.
He looks and talks like his dad. This is when Whitney gets so mad that the audience doesn't laugh at a joke. She revolts against them, which again, Mothership comedy base, you are not allowed to heckle. You have to sit with the band of Kill Tony.
Oh shit,
but,
they got Mitch Hedberg up here now.
Yeah, fat Hedberg. I had a sandwich and then a sandwich and then a sandwich and then a sandwich. Then we get this guy.
Bartend. How long have you been doing that for?
Oh man, like 12 years.
Craziest thing that's ever happened in one of your bars.
Banner's
You're back there,
moving.
shit's always going down. People are getting wasted.
Just watch people like fall down, hit their head, like just pass the fuck out. It's always funny.
All right, well, I mean, you could say the same thing about Bob Saget's bellboy at his hotel, but like I'm talking about the history.
Oh my God! Texas, you pussy!
Yeah, that was a weird one to not laugh at. I'm surprised at you guys too.
So I had to rewind that a few times. The way Tony said the joke, he made it sound like the bellboy was falling down and dying.
Yeah.
So the audience didn't laugh because they didn't understand it.
Yeah,
but
it didn't
Whitney,
make sense.
She wants to stand up on the chair at any given point so she can gasp for like fresh air because you've got Stinky Bert and Piss Jim. She just wanted a reason to stand up. So she's like, they didn't laugh at that. Let me just.
The smell of Chewy wafting across the table.
Yeah.
It's hitting her too.
But she doesn't know it's.
And that things upset her stomach because that's why she's not eating.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's got her dinner right there. She's got that Gatorade bottle, her full dinner for tonight. And then let's see, she was supposed to go this girl.
She's got to be tweaking. You're right. She does keep kicking the banner.
And when Tony rewatches the footage, he's going to be so pissed.
Was this Giannis Pappas?
Oh,
or whatever what's that guy's name? I don't know.
DJ.
Oh, there's DJ Khaled.
No salad. Okay, so we're going to go to 130. And then this might actually trigger you because I think of the crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
This is who she is. She found her way to Dallas, which is where the Comedy Store is.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, I've never seen a cat your age before. Normally, people that look like you own cats, but don't go by the name.
I actually do own a cat.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I'm also 10-4. Oh wow, great.
So the
perfect.
lights go
This
out.
is great. Check.
No, all the power's out.
That's not me.
You just have to.
Oh my God.
Were my jokes that hot?
This is what happens when female comedians perform at the Mothership.
What's so hot?
Every time she opens, it's never anything useful.
It really never is.
It's about her and it's some stupid bullshit.
I'm gonna do this so I can actually
I lit the building on fire!
Check. 1, 2.
That's the worst person this could happen to as well. So
Yeah.
I'm just so funny. And then Whitney Sieg Heil, move over Kanye. Welcome Whitney over here. And let's see. So that's the first time. It happens like 2 or 3 times the power just randomly goes out. Did he say something about the fire department yet? The building code?
Very good. They really followed all the rules that the Austin Fire Department laid out for them here in order to get the coding and everything correct. They bent over backwards. Spoiler alert, there's been a fire alarm pool every night since the club opened. It's been great. Perfect for showbiz.
Damn. What happens when the audience can't heckle? They have to evolve. They have to think of other ways. So you've got to be pulling the fire alarm. This is incredible. I would have never guessed that someone would be doing this every single night. Who's the kid who laughs? Nelson? Is that from The Simpsons? The ha-ha? Yeah. Glad to know that Nelson's there every single night pulling the fire alarm. And he's pissed about this too.
And you don't announce it, by the way.
Right.
You don't tell people that it's been pulled every night because now we're really just thinking about making a trip to Austin.
Yes.
And we're going to do a lot more than you're going to be needing the fire department after we're there.
Oh boy.
Could you imagine how much are the tickets are like $40 and then there's a 2-drink minimum. And I imagine the drinks, one, they're small.
Yeah.
Poured for a midget. 2-drink minimum. So you have to spend at least $80, I guess. $100.
Yeah.
And the power's going out. They can't even keep the power on for this show.
Those are the biggest waste of $150 to go see this shit.
Exactly. How are you supposed to get, what type of ride are you going to get in the spaceship? They can't even take off. Tony gets very mad at her, and you'll see why.
I think when you have those in
she
there.
has
Is that an oxygen tank? What's going on?
Dude, I have giant plastic things on my chest, and I was confused.
Shut
Is
up.
that your notebook?
That is my notebook.
You got to get a purse, dude. You got to head down to Madewell.
Yeah.
Get a backpack, something.
Last time I had a backpack, they wouldn't let me in with it.
So you can't even bring you can't even bring your own backpack.
Damn, dude, the mothership is
a prison.
Yeah, it's horrible.
The brick wall is not for style. It is because this is a prison.
You can't bring a person?
You can't bring a
So
person.
you can't be a woman and go in, so
Yeah.
Rogan hates women again.
She had to smuggle her notebook in because she can't use her phone.
Oh my God.
I mean,
was everyone?
I forgot to mention earlier with the retarded guy, he went over his minute by like another minute, but they didn't say anything. They just played the sound effect and just let him keep going, which is kind of funny.
Anyone else confused about what that was?
Yeah.
It was confusing.
I was waiting for him to come out, and then the reveal was.
Uh-oh.
Your pockets
My
look
lameness.
very full.
My lameness.
Very full pockets.
No,
Okay, Kat, how long you been doing stand-up comedy? I don't give a fuck what's in your pockets.
I have been doing stand-up comedy for about 95 seconds now.
95 seconds. Very good. First time. What made you want to start now? What made you want to do this?
Actually, it was because I saw a video of David Lucas calling you 85 kinds of gay in less than 5 minutes.
Right. And then you're like, I can't do that.
I want to learn how to do that. I was like, no, my first instinct.
Could you imagine someone like this, looking like this, roasting you on your own show?
Yeah.
You do that? I can't do that.
Yeah.
He gets
that was
so
exactly
mad.
it.
And then
If
here
you
we
can
are.
make money calling people gay, that's what I want to do with my life.
All right. Well,
Yes, you can. I've done it in the mirror.
what do you do for work now? What Walmart are you a cashier at?
Right with the Walmart.
No, yeah, it's worse than Walmart. I figuratively suck dick all day.
Okay. Can you give us just an honest answer?
And the lights here, we'll skip ahead a minute where the lights go out again.
I had a guy once call me.
She fixes
yelling
phones.
and screaming because his phone wouldn't pair automatically to the car.
Oh, bye-bye.
Wait.
Hey, can you fix it?
Second time.
Did you turn it off and back on again?
Unbelievable.
Yep.
That's the trick. That's all you got to do is turn it off and back on. Don't call me. Just turn it off and back on.
There you go.
I hate this
Damn,
woman.
bro, she had the Stavros laugh.
Well, it's his mom.
Oh boy, wow! It's crazy people like this exist that are like fucking 60 years old and then they just have I'm gonna do stand up on some random night.
And I feel like out of anyone, like the comedians hate that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Tony certainly hates it, and these people are psychos.
Well, when Tony called her a cat lady, Whitney made this face where she was like,
Yeah.
like she was doing like the middle school girl bullshit where like when something's said, they do the face. You know what I'm talking
Like
about.
they're posing for a YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then I think at one point here, so Tony like really goes off on her.
No.
I like it. Are you going to start doing stand-up now? Do you want to quit your job as doing the Bluetooth thing?
When I get better at it, I will. But you know.
It's never going to happen for you.
Yeah.
No matter what you
It's
do in a
never
million
gonna
years, you're
happen.
so far off. You have such little natural talent that even if you worked harder than everybody, it's really nothing could possibly happen. Look.
By the way, I did.
Oh, we've been here for 9 minutes, and I horse sound. Yeah, glad the soundboard could
Just
catch
fine,
up.
Tony.
That's not true. I started with you. You were funny.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, this is like an anomaly. She should be like reading palms or something like that.
I probably
Like
should.
you have the demeanor of someone that could read fortunes, or perhaps like
I'm actually confused.
Yeah, we don't care, Bert.
Yeah, that's Bert's life.
And I didn't mark this down, but once everyone goes around and says stuff, they all say really nice things about her. And then Tony goes, by the way, I was just joking. So he backtracks on what he
Loser.
did. He just
I was
said,
going to give him credit for this one thing of actually shitting on her, which is what you should do.
He completely walks it back. I wrote it down. I just didn't hyperlink it.
They'd be like, okay, you help me with my Bluetooth. I trust you.
That is true.
You gotta try it again though. 90 seconds, one time on stage. You
Jim
really
says,
can't.
"Come
tell.
on."
You're probably nervous. You gotta like give it a couple
Sweet.
more shots before you know if you're
Totally. I was just
Sweet
kidding.
Jim.
I'm
hella nervous and also.
before you know if you're
Yeah. Okay, Jim.
Totally. I was just kidding. I'm
hella nervous and also not funny. So
That's not true. I think.
This is actually the best thing. Is just Whitney muted.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Spastically.
I was just kidding. And then I've got one last clip,
Jim.
and I'm going to have it out of context.
Mhm.
Did you have something to say about this?
No, Jim's just sweet. He saved the day and made Tony look like a total pussy.
He did. Jim always sees the other side.
God.
This guy he's like a cross
Was he
between
wearing a fucking Dead shirt? No.
Tom.
Is that a Grateful Dead shirt? It's not LA something. LA
I don't
Losers? Dose? Okay, I don't know.
Must be some baseball team.
Oh,
But-
it's Dodgers. It's just folded up weird.
He keeps doing this bit, and Jim Norton hasn't really laughed at it, but he keeps calling Jim Norton Edward Norton, like purposely mistaking him for the actor Edward Norton from Fight Club.
I like that bit.
So
I don't know how it's going to be executed.
But he's the one thing he does say. It's like the best thing ever. Here we go.
Is on the panel tonight.
Yeah. You were insane in American History X. You were nuts in that.
Thank you very much.
I thought you were going to look a little different, but...
No. I meant every word of it.
It's not that fucking funny, dude. Holy shit.
William, how does it feel?
Dude, that look he gives him afterward. You think he was like kind of maybe joking, but then the way I think Tony, he gives him this like, okay.
It's not that fucking funny, dude.
No one will ever call Bert out for his fake laughing, but then you have the Charles Manson Tom Myers on stage. He'll just shout at him. And you see, there's no repercussion for it, you know? So I think like Brendan, what's his name? What's the Chinese guy? Brandon, Bobby Lee, sorry.
Yeah.
Bobby Ree, he should yell at him. He's like the crazy comedian, right? He's like the Joker, the Jokel, Jocko Wilnick, Kill Tony. So the power went out at the comedy spaceship. The spaceship needs fuel. This guy also, he looks like a time traveler from like an 1800s painting. Doc Brown has sent him to repair the mothership time machine. And instead he gets distracted by yelling at Bert. That was Kill Tony, I think first show at the mothership. And complete disaster. Can't even keep the power on. $100 million cannot keep the power.
I'm really glad you watched that because that did give us a lot of nuggets and it gave us a lot of truth. And the truth's not going to come out because people aren't watching Kill Tony. How many views does this have? Probably a lot, but
17 million. No, 500,000.
Yeah. So 5 people have watched it. 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But they have all these problems now.
I think
they can't get the lights to work.
I know. And they don't even cut that part out of the show. They edit the show. Yeah, that's the first and last time I will watch an episode of Kill Tony.
Mm-hmm. What do we have time for?
Oh, we didn't do Beef of the Week.
Do we have time?
Yeah, we got time.
I didn't know because it was 8:10. I didn't know.
Beef of the Week.
Woof.
Do you have yours or do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, this will be pretty quick, but Walmart is my beef of the week. A few weeks ago it was Windows, Microsoft Windows. Now it's Walmart. Walmart has everything closed off behind the museum display. I went there last week to get a gaming mouse that was $25 and headlights for my car. For both of them, $12. Both behind two separate displays. And now at Walmart, they hire like one person per half of the store.
Yeah.
So I have to find someone who I think works in the auto department. And so I ask them, can I get my headlights? And so they have to call someone and I have to wait for this person to get here, open it up, and they go, it'll be here at register 12. And I was like, well, I've got some other stuff to pick out. And he was like, register 12. Okay, so I have to go to the electronics section. Gaming mouse, obviously, twice as expensive as my freaking headlights behind display. The lady in front of me is like some meth head who has just been handed $300 and she's trying to buy the biggest TV she can. She's like, I want best TV. One guy in the electronics department, so he's preoccupied with this lady, has to get this like the cart for the giant TV, wheels her out. Wheelchair guy, another employee, switch shift. He wheels himself in. He helps me, but he says I have to. It has nothing to do with the story, but it just goes to show that even the disabled can be helpful. So disabled but able to help me. So think about it. I had to pay for my one item up there. Then I had to go wait in line to pay for the other thing. I had to go through checkout twice. Second time too. The only aisle with people or with the person checking you out instead of the machines. And I swear, this guy who was in front of me smelled like he had been dead for like 5 years. Like when I got back in my car and I thought about it, I was like almost dry heaving. He smelled so bad. And then behind me were these like high school track runners, and like they're standing like this close to me. I mean, like I couldn't like back up because their dick would go in my ass.
Oh boy.
So that's my beef of the week, Walmart. It is the modern day Renaissance fair.
Damn, I really thought I'd come up with a beef of the week in time. I had to pay a ticket last week. I probably mentioned that. That sucked. What else am I beefing with right now? You know what? I'm going to bring some light into the world. I'm not going to have a beef of the week. How about that for a spin?
Dang.
My beef of the week is myself because I created this terrible segment, Beef of the Week. It's actually a great segment.
It is.
It's what people come back for.
It is.
That's what they say. Beef of the Week's the staple of the show.
Came for the garden, stayed for beef of the week. And our subscribers and view count on that video show. So,
So I saw, and I told you a little bit about this. So I told you yesterday, I was driving down the road. I saw a homeless guy, a little hippie homeless guy, and he has a sign and it says, no lies, need weed.
Yeah.
That's all he said, right? I know this is going to be
no
unbelievable.
money. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I drive down that road today. Doesn't have the sign anymore. Smoking a joint.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like it's too good to be true. And it's like, it wasn't the same time of day. So
yeah.
He had weed. He wasn't holding a sign.
You would think he'd like pocket it, and like, let's see how much weed I can get, but he just needed that one joint.
Yeah.
That's funny. Same spot, you said?
Yeah, same spot.
Wow.
So he didn't move at all. Somebody brought him weed in the middle of the night.
That's awesome.
So no real beef. I'm alive from my mystery disease.
You're beyond beef. So, well, that is it. We're out of steam. That's
Have you
the end
even
of the
seen
show.
John Wick 4 yet?
Yeah, I saw it on Friday. It was.
So you got a lot to say.
Not really. It was all right. Probably my least favorite. But
Are you gonna pocket this for next week?
No, there's really just not a lot to. Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot. No, okay, I'll say this real quick.
Say it.
All right.
See, I knew.
So his opponent / friend is a blind assassin, which, the John Wick movies, they turn it up every single movie, and sometimes they give you like an impossible scenario, but they show you how it is possible. But with John Wick 4, they just took it way too far. So like the blind assassin at first, I was like, no way. There's no way. But then I thought, Chinese people, like their eyes are pretty much closed. But what he does is he has these like sensors he places on the wall. So when someone walks by, he knows where they're at and he'll shoot at them. And also, if you think about it, if there's someone, whether they're blind or not, swinging a sword around, you're not going to like jump at them. Yeah. So all of that made sense until the very, very end of the movie. And due to some like plot complications with the politics and the king and queen of the assassin world, John Wick has to get in like a George Washington style duel with the blind Chinese guy. And his aim for being blind and like 30 yards away. That's when I was like, seriously, you had me with the sensors and all the other stuff, but this, I'm like, you lost me. I don't know. And this is like the climax of the movie, you know? He hits him in the arm.
Yeah, but aren't blind people, especially like these blind Asian assassins, aren't they normally, they're hearing more than they're,
yeah.
You know, they don't need their eyes anymore.
But he's so far
They're
away.
forming a picture with their ears.
It's true. It's like AI. They're like Mid-Journey. He's like painting his own. He's like, now what art style do I want it? But I think... he's too far away to even hear him.
An old school duel?
Yeah, like Alexander Hamilton and stuff like that. They get like these flintlock pistols.
Isn't the whole thing, but like being an assassin and then settling for a duel seems out of character.
It was very out of character. And it was something that they just randomly bring up halfway through the movie because John Wick's in a lot of political trouble in the assassin world because he keeps breaking the rules. And then he goes, what about will you take me back into the assassin world? Can I no longer be wanted for like $20 million? And they go, nope, you're wanted. And he says, but a duel. How about a duel? And they're like, oh yes, the oldest rule in the assassin book is the duel. It was
a man of honor.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're going to talk about All Quiet on the Western Front. What the fuck's that on the list for?
I just saw it over the weekend.
I'm joking.
You
could talk about it if you want.
There's really not a lot to say. War movies are not. I feel like it's hard to make a good war movie, but they crank them out constantly. I just don't like the idea how like people think when they watch a war movie that they're like getting a history lesson. You know, like our history teacher, senior year of high school, showed us Forrest Gump like twice. He was like, "This is the Vietnam War, and here's a clip of Forrest Gump in the Vietnam War."
Yeah, the hero.
Yeah, and so he does that throughout the entire semester. Then at the end of the semester, he's like, "We're gonna watch Forrest Gump," and it's like, I don't even know. Can I just
he showed you clips all year just to show you the whole movie at the end?
Yes,
that's
we watched it twice.
I don't even want to see that movie once, but yeah, to have to watch all the clips and then have to sit through it again. It's bullshit.
And in order, the clips in order, because we go in the history in order, you know. It's not a Tarantino movie, so...
Do you imagine Forrest Gump if Tarantino made it?
You'd say the N-word a lot more. So... I hate that movie too. What a stupid idea. What if someone stupid did everything right? Like...
See, it has the reverse effect to me because I'm like, oh, if the retard can do it and I can't, then what does that say?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
About me.
We're both extremely retarded. We didn't meet the president and say we had to pee. Can you believe it? No. I can't do the Trench. Can you believe it?
Dead-eyed Shane. He's back, guys. Dead-eyed Shane Gillis. He rapes women, folks. That's not how we want to end the show.
Shane, come on the podcast and tell us if you are not a rapist. How about that? Come clear your name in a George Washington style duel.
Come be mean to us like Lil Sasquatch. There's my Comedy Cemetery real quick. Lil Sasquatch has a sketch show.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I know who he is.
He's one of the Barstool guys.
Long hair, long curly hair.
And one of the guys that Dave saw on TikTok and goes, we need this guy.
Oh, yes.
He made a funny video.
This is his job application? No, Dave, I just DM'd you this.
Yeah. So he's got a little sketch show that sucks. But if you don't know who he is, basically he dated Tim Dillon. That's all you need to know about Little Sasquatch.
Are you serious?
No, but I remember. No. But Tim Dillon on his show one time was like, "Oh yeah, I like Barstool. They got this funny guy there, Little Sasquatch."
Oh, so everyone's like, "Oh, he's
grooming him."
Yeah. All he shot for Little Sasquatch. All he got was Owen, who will never be on camera because his eyes, like a hammerhead shark, are so far away.
Who's the character from Goonies? That's who he said he looks like.
Oh, yeah, Sloth.
Yeah, that's who he looks like, Sloth. I was going to say Mooty. Is there a character named Moody in something? Mooty? Like some sort of mutant alien fuck?
I don't
Leave
know.
a comment if you know who Mooty is.
Yeah. Well, folks, I think that's it. That's
the
all
show.
we've got.
We fucking did it.
Thanks for listening.
That's the finish line.
We'll catch you.
Nope. You can't in there. You got to come up with you were going to come up with some saying and you realized you couldn't do it. No.
I'm not recording. We'll catch you on... We'll catch your stray bullet when you blindly shoot at us.
Amen.